Since I was 12 years old, the thing that has consumed a majority of my thoughts has been drumming. When I was younger, I was obsessed with just playing, right? Getting better or learning new rudiments and patterns. I always found it fun to make my body recreate what I was hearing in my mind. And later it became teaching. I was obsessed with communicating information. Sharing what I learned with other drummers made me just as excited as actually playing the drums. And as I got older, I began to obsess over the business side of the drum industry. What do drummers want? More importantly, what do they need? And how can I reach more of them? How do I get paid to do what I love? And one day you start to ask yourself questions like, am I really doing this? Is this thing my job now? Is this how the rest of my life is going to go? Or you might even ask, have I made it yet? And what does that mean for me? Over the course of my drumming career, I've gone through 4 computers and twice had my home studio flooded. I've invested in multiple projects and artists, most all of which have failed. I've made embarrassing mistakes on stage. I've had expensive gear break down, and I've even had gear stolen from me. There are days when I spend 10 hours editing videos and doing web design, and all I want to do is just stop and play the drums. So there's all these small failures that we as musicians will encounter. Failures that foster feelings of self-pity and doubt. And I still wake up some days and I wonder, why am I going to spend the rest of my day talking about these stupid wooden circles and pieces of metal, right? Why am I going to choose to frustrate myself with another failure, another bad recording, another broken piece of gear, another day spent chasing sounds in a room alone? And it's on those days when I remember how little of a choice I have. If I stopped doing this, stopped playing the drums, stopped talking about it, stopped obsessing over it, stopped teaching it, I'm not sure what kind of person would be left. I'm convinced that it's worse on the other side. I'm convinced that outside of this obsession is some sort of mediocrity that I am not interested in. And I don't play drums because it makes me smile every time I sit down, and I was never a musician because it made any of my problems go away. I do this because it has become the reason I'm alive. It is the reason that I'm here. And this isn't something that you have to make a big decision about because it comes from somewhere else inside you. I breathe this instrument like oxygen, and no longer do I have a plan B. I live for this instrument, and it's truly that simple. I'm the Orlando drummer, and I live to play.